What's up, guys? Jack and Alex over here, coming at you live with a little change of scenery. We've been staying in the travel trailer all weekend. We just got back literally like 20 minutes ago, and it's a mess in there.
Yes.
So we just got inside, getting everything back into order, taking care of the kitties and Buddy dog, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
But it was a great trip. It was
Sounds convincing.
It was a great trip. No, the trip was amazing. Just a lot of our own built up emotions and feelings. Everything was like coming to a head, and getting out where there's less distraction really kind of draws that out of you.
Yeah,
and,
really focusing on it.
And it was good, and we were able to have like some really good talks on the way home, and just kind of clear the air. Even like with someone you would consider as like your life partner, your best friend, someone you're so close to, it still gets to where things are hard to talk about, and you don't even realize that you have, or for me anyway, I won't even realize I have something I need to talk about, and until we like get into something, and she'll bring up something that she's been thinking about, something that's heavy on her conscience, and then it'll like pull mine out, and so grateful for that, because if I didn't have her, I wouldn't talk about shit. I'd be that fucking hardened up, grouchy old fucking guy, just fucking, what are feelings, huh? Fuck that.
I love to talk about shit.
Yeah, she's like, let's cry, and I'm
Let's
like,
cry
God
together.
damn it.
So emotional.
But yeah.
No, it was a great talk, because as much as we feel like we can do a bunch of things on our own, we can, but it's best doing it with someone else. Like, it's
Like-
best,
Like utilizing your people around you, or like
like us,
our
each
relationship,
other.
she's like my greatest asset, and I'm hers.
Same.
So, like, taking full advantage of that isn't really taking advantage of. It's actually, it nurtures the relationship, just by acknowledging each other's strengths in areas that you're not strong. Like, I'm not so in touch expressing my emotion. Like, I have a lot of emotion for sure. Most dudes do, and most girls, everybody has emotion, but like, I'm not always the best at bringing it to the light and expressing it and even understanding it myself. But so it's awesome to have her. Yeah, it's awesome to have her to pull that out of me, and it like exercises things in me that are weak that I didn't even know were there, and so super grateful for that. For that.
I'm grateful too for you, and because I need a little bit more like hardness in my life, because I was a little too emotional.
Yeah, you need to be like,
sometimes
dry your damn tears, wussy.
Yeah, I need a little bit of that in my life.
Just kidding.
So we complement each other greatly, and I'm very grateful that we can have these chats and like calmly talk about things, and it's like a trip. We actually have a conversation because we're listening to each other, respecting each other.
We could get a little more like
aggressive.
A little on point to the circumstances at hand, like just with our businesses lately. Alex's brand new business, she's like, I've got a few years under my belt with Divinity Flooring, and I have a business partner, my best friend Jake. Like, thank God I have him, and we've gone through a lot just in the 3.5 years we've been running, and Alex is like venturing into this business stuff like for the first time. And it's a lot. There's so much there. There's so many mistakes you have to make to like earn your fucking ground. And it beats the hell out of you. And then also holding down like other things in our life too, like other work, other just holding down the household. It's just a lot of stuff, and it gets overwhelming. And we just work to build up our confidence that we can handle everything. But sometimes you just are fucking strapped, getting the shit kicked out of you, like things going wrong. And also we have expectations of ourselves, and when you hold high expectations and you don't meet your expectations, then you feel like you're falling short and you're failing. And we're just talking about how it's important to realize, like, hey, even though it seems like we're not reaching those those goals that we're shooting for, it's still like, look over the totality of the last year, like how much you've improved over the old you. And that's what's massive. As long as we're making steady, positive, ground, you know?
Yeah, it's like our focus should be on the long view, right? And
Yeah.
not,
Long
what's
view.
happening now, or, I mean, yes, be present, but like, wanting the result now,
Yeah, exactly.
when like there's so many more things I know I have to go through with this business. And yeah, it's just a lot of moving parts for one person, and it's definitely humbling. But yeah, just like anything else, I know I'll get through it, and we all do. It just takes time.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes you get down on yourself a little bit. It's like keep fucking losing, little win, lose, little win, like kind of just keeping you in the game a little
Little
bit.
win.
But it's little win.
But these are like what our coach
Yeah.
calls contraction phase.
Mhm.
You have expansion phases and contraction phases, and like this one, when we feel real heavy and like nothing we do is good enough, that's a contraction phase. And it's like how you build anything, how you build a muscle, you have to contract it and then expand it. But like
Show off your muscles.
but that's really how life is too, like to build our strength in our mental ability, our stress management level, and our ability to like not crack under pressure. It takes a lot of contractions and then expansions. So it's like we don't break when we're contracting. We just keep pushing through and doing the things we know we have to do. And then when we expand, we're just like collecting the fucking wins that we just accumulated during our contraction. If we didn't break. See, a lot of time the contraction gets all so great, and to an undisciplined person like we've been in the past, I'd be like feeling that heavy emotional feeling or stressed out from a work week, and it's like, fuck it, let's go to the fucking liquor store, I'm getting a 30 rack and I'm gonna kill it before the sun goes down, It's been a while since I've been like that.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah, we're sober.
what did I used to drink?
We're sober now. I'm like, yeah, give me a Gatorade.
30
I mean, a Coors
30
Light.
pack of
Something.
Capri Suns.
Let's do this. But so now we just don't crack. Now instead of cracking, we just get fucking awkward. Yeah, well, no, we get like
Oh, yeah.
awkward and grouchy and like
Yeah.
short and irritable, and it's just like fuck.
But
And it's really important for us to be able to talk about it like we did, because otherwise it's just like,
I've never been in any situation. I've never been sober for this long since I was a kid. Since I've had real problems, or like
adult
real
life.
life adult shit.
Yeah.
And been in a relationship. Never been in a relationship sober.
Me neither.
And like,
Me neither.
not like I was wasted every day, but like,
And you could have vices,
just,
yeah.
you can drink to make yourself feel comfortable. You can, these things that we use as a crutch,
Yeah.
we don't use those anymore.
No, and it's rough, dude. Imagine, put yourself in this situation, like, you've had a fucking stressful work week, come home, you don't want to be an asshole to your chick, so it's like a couple beers, take the edge off, lighten up, right? Like, we don't do that. We don't lighten up. Well, we try to, but not with a substance. Like, we do nothing like that. It'll be like, babe, I'm like insane on the inside right now. I don't even say. She'll just see me doing like fucking sets of 30 pull-ups right when I walk in the door from work, and it's like, okay,
I'll just work on dinner.
he's going through something.
No.
And likewise, I'll see you fucking getting power sets, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
Scrubbing the floor really hard, like,
Yeah.
what's going on with you?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we're still able to work through those moments. We just are retraining ourselves to do it in a different way. So we're doing push-ups, we're cleaning, we're running, whatever we're doing, instead of taking that drink or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No escape.
So yeah, so it's just different. It's different, and we're learning how to deal with it. And
Yeah.
speaking to each other, communicating about it is the best way. And
Dude,
yeah,
it's crazy. We've been together, how long now? How many? Over a year and a half?
years.
Over a year and a half?
Mm-hmm.
Over a year and a half we've been together. How many times have we fought? We've never fought. And not to say that's always a healthy thing, but we've matured through fucked up relationships in our past to where we understand that each person's viewpoint and each person's feelings are valid, whether I understand her completely or not, or vice versa. It's like this, there's never, personally I feel like there's never need for an argument. It's like if she feels some type of way, I need to try to understand this.
Mm-hmm.
And even if I can't understand it, that's how you feel, and that's valid.
Yeah.
And I feel like you respect me on that level too.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't always see everything perfectly the same. Her and I are different people, but it's like the level of awareness and respect that we have. This was the first relationship I've ever had without fucking screaming matches and throwing shit.
Same.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's some mad growth right there.
Not everyone is gonna be like fucking meshed all the time. Like that's, and how fucking boring would that be? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like we're able to learn from each other. Like
Yeah.
this is a relationship where, I mean, we do get along. We do have those moments a lot, actually. But I mean, we also are so different that we're able to, if you take it as like a learning opportunity, then it's better than thinking of it like, oh, this person doesn't get me. This blah blah
or
blah.
they're
Like,
wrong, or
well,
like, what?
you don't get them either. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like, how can you make this work? So keep communicating, and you know, and yeah, we're just lucky. I mean, that we've gone through those relationships.
Yeah.
Because
And the biggest thing too, like I remember back like fighting in past relationships, it would always be, or most of it would be like I would lose my shit because I wanted to be right, you know? It's like I had to have the last word, I want to be right. And now,
who hates being wrong?
yeah, exactly. But now it's like we're so,
Or who likes being wrong?
who likes being wrong? Nobody likes being wrong.
Yeah.
Especially when you say it wrong.
All right, first
Yeah,
fight right
yeah,
now.
first fight.
Let's go.
But now it's like, even as we get heated or patience wears thin, it's still like we're striving to do what's right, not trying to be right. Like not trying to be right in my own mind. I just want to do what's right, what's the divine truth, like what's the right thing to do by all people, you know?
Yeah.
It's like golden
God,
rule.
by-
Like how would we want to be treated? How would we want to be understood and respected? That's how you got to give it.
To receive it.
Yeah. So I'm always like, I always am like sure to be respectful to her, and she's very respectful to me. And this is why we're able to have a relationship where we don't always see everything the same, but it's like, dude, I don't really care about being right. I just want you to know that I love you, you know?
Yeah, same. We love each other so
love
much.
you.
We drink out of each other's cups all day.
She always fills my cup and I just drink it.
I don't even have one like that. Intent.
Okay, I'll get you one. I gotta ask my wife where you get these things. Anything else you want to throw in there?
No.
That's pretty good.
I think that was like the main hitter, the main topic of the weekend, and just keep fucking getting it.
Keep getting it, even when it's tough. That's
Even
like the
when
most.
it's tough.
That's like the most important time to keep getting it. It's like
Yeah, 'cause-
the times when you don't want to, the times when everything's against you.
Because the reward is the greatest.
That's like,
past
think about how you build a muscle. It's like the set with the greatest resistance. If you push through that one, that's the one that's going to get you the most gains and strength, right? It's like the same with all things. If you want to gain strength, you have to push through heavy resistance.
Exactly.
So the resistance you're feeling, the negativity, it's like the gift if you could push through and make the gains out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever's hardest for you.
Make
It's gonna
some
level you
gains.
up.
Let's do some fucking pull-ups. We can do some pull-ups.
I wanna
All right.
see these things.
Thanks for listening, guys. I hope this helps.
See you later.
See you later.